Right. For context, go watch this video because you will see the amazing Laura High, who organized this anti-fascism protest that was then crashed by this comedian, Jason Scoop. And Laura humiliated him. And Jason Scoop has been accused of SA by at least 3 different women, including a friend of mine who passed away recently, and he pled guilty to domestic violence. So that's the kind of man that we're dealing with. I've known about this sentient hemorrhoid for about 7 or 8 years, and I immediately started turning down any shows that I was booked on where he was also on the lineup, including one really well-paid one. And to be honest, like, it hurt logistically, emotionally, and financially that I would tell the bookers why I was canceling, and they almost always chose him. And then I show up to this random bar show, not paid, and I find out that he is on the lineup. And I was gonna bail, and I told the producers, and to their credit, they were like, oh no, we will bump him, absolutely. But then I thought about the format of the show and I saw an opportunity, because the way the show worked was while the comedian was on stage telling their jokes, they projected a group chat between all the other comedians on the stage behind them. And I thought, you know what? I have some things to say about Jason Scoop. Spoiler alert, this is not even why I made him cry. But immediately when he gets on stage, I put up a picture of Jared from Subway, which at the time was a very timely reference, okay? And he goes, do I look like that guy? I don't look like that guy. You ruined my punchline, God. And then he storms off stage. And the host gets up and is like, hey, sorry, like, that's just how this show works, and brings up the next comedian. And then later, when I was on stage, Jason starts heckling me out loud, which, reminder, is not how this show is supposed to work, okay? He's supposed to be tippity-tapping it out with his little stubby fingers, but I guess he's about as literate as a piece of lint, so that didn't happen. And he's like saying something probably about how I'm like fat and he wouldn't have sex with me anyway. Which, given his history, I have literally never been more grateful for. Let me thank all the gods. Then I said into the microphone, Jason, you know what? I'm sorry. You're right. You do not look like Jared from Subway. You just have the vibe of somebody who pressured his girlfriend into a threesome and then got soft. Which was, I thought, fiction, okay? A performance, right? Just off the dome. But what I did not know was that his girlfriend was in the audience. And the laugh that emitted from her was so involuntary and beautiful that it immediately gifted me with the knowledge that it was not in fact fiction, it was prescience, okay? It was a gift from on high to insult those below. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was truly the best laugh I've ever gotten. And then he literally and immediately teared up. Like, his eyes were welling and he looked honestly like such a little boy that I almost felt bad for him, except I knew the damage that he had done as a full-grown man. I hope now that more people know who you're dealing with when you are dealing with Jason Scoop. Because I'm sick of not saying names, I'm sick of men not being held accountable, and I am sick of little boys growing up into bad men who hurt women. Thank you so much. Have such a good day. I am